on boats, lot of hoes, making dough, how I go, how I go, blinded, sedated, driving 180, highway, I'm faded, all alone.
I hate that. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video and tuning in for some fire content. I'm back with another story. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the support. And if you're new, please do hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's get right into this little story time. 2 years ago, I was visiting my sister in Kempton Park. Well, the reason I visited her is because first of all it was December, so every December while I was in varsity I'd go first to my sister's place because I just didn't want to go home. Like, imagine going home in November and then you're gonna have to sit and do what. So every time schools closed and I was done with my exam, I'd go straight to my sister's place in Kempton Park to like chill with her because I knew around mid-December she's coming back home. So she has a car, so I'm like, this is working out perfectly. November, I'll be done with my exams. Beginning of December, I could go to my sister's place and then chill with her, spend time with her, and then by the time it's mid-December, like time for us to get back home, I'd just grab a ride with her and then would come straight home. Not a problem. And so obviously she'll be going to work and I'd decide, to go and visit my friends, go have a good time. Cool. So on this specific day, um it was like a type of like a event in December called Tembisa. It was like the Phillies game. What happens there is like different types of games would be played there. With regards to soccer though, it was like tournaments nyana, but like kasi tournament soccer games. Like, it's like, how we look at the ground doing and guys just decide to come together and play soccer. But a lot of good soccer players would like come together. I don't know the process of everything. All I know is that it's a like a sort of like a tournament for soccer, if that makes sense. So it would be like different groups and different teams playing against each other, and it would be a great time. There'd be like tents being set up with drinks. People are there selling vorvors rolls and plates and cocktails. It's just a great time. So I was heading there. So on this particular day, in my mind with the people I was gonna hang out with was, if we wanna groove, if we wanna like party, if we wanna party for a long extended period of time, we should like do a all-nighter. So this Phillies game soccer tournament things would happen during a weekend. So it would happen Friday and then that's Saturday and then that's Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So I was planning to like go there for like the whole weekend. So I told my sister, you know what, I might not come back tonight because we might decide to just party and party and party, and I'll see you, but I'll communicate with you. Where's the night taking us? Are we like, what's happening? Are we gonna go to this club? Are we gonna go to have more drinks there? We really didn't have a plan, you guys. It was like, okay, if we do go there, it closes at 2. When it closes, where we going? Like, I was like, we were not prepared. Let me just say that. Oh, well, eventually we got prepared the next day for the next day, but that day it was just, we were not prepared. We were just forcing this, like, let's just go. Everything was falling apart. Every time we tried to like, oh, maybe we could do this, like, but this is gonna happen. It was just not coming together very nicely. Okay, cool, that's fine. So now that we were not prepared, we're like, you know what? Let's just call this a night. Let me tell you, I looked good. Okay, I don't even want to lie to myself. I'm like, all this for nothing. Like, okay, it's fine though. We had a good time at the soccer tournament thingies, so it's cool. We can go home and it will maybe go out tomorrow. So I'll come back tomorrow. Let me remind you, I told my sister I might not even be coming back, so she pretty much isn't expecting me to come back. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. It's around 6, 6:30. I'm like, let me catch the last taxi. 6, 6:30, 7, around those times where like the sun is really, it's setting. It's like it's now or never. You going home or you staying? So I'm like, let me go catch the last taxis and go back to my sister's place. Fine, I get the last taxi, and it was the very last, you guys. Once I get the last taxi, my sister calls me on my way to the rank around where she stays, which is like 15 15-minute walk from the rank to her apartment. Bobo. So she's like, hey, are you coming or not? Like, should I get comfortable? Should I come fit you at the rank? I'm like, you know what? Actually, I'm in the taxi. I'm coming back. We decided not to like extend this whole going out thing. So you don't need to come fetch me. I'm good. Okay, I'm the girl. I don't know, I was feeling too sexy, guys. Why I didn't ask her to come fetch me, I don't know. I just felt like happy. I don't like being a burden, so I'm like, ugh, this poor girl, she wants to get comfortable. Like, no, sis, just, it's fine, I'll walk. Mistake number one. Mistake number one, guys. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk. So the taxi eventually gets to the rank and I start walking. Sharp, I'm walking. Guys, I'm very tiny. Nay, I'm tiny. Even now, after gaining a bit of weight since 2 years back, I'm still tiny. Like, I'm short, I'm tiny. And so, unfortunately, a lot of people, but a lot of people think they can come and like tease me, hey nana, yeah, like, and that time I looked really good, and so unfortunately I was grabbing attention and I did not like that, and I was wearing like a really short dress. I don't like the fact that I'm emphasizing on short. I just want you to get the idea. I wasn't naked, it was a really nice length. Okay, let me not do that. It was a really nice length of a dress. Okay, so I'm walking, and then when you're walking, it's like a steep nyana hill. So I'm walking up this hill, right? And then I pass the first garage, and then nothing is off. Obviously, guys are making comments, and it's just nasty things and catcalling and whatnot, but I'm ignoring it because I'm just trying to get home. So I'm walking, I'm sure it's been like 10 minutes walking, because it's like 7 minutes, man, till I get to my sister's apartment. Luna, till I get to my sister's apartment, yeah. So I'm walking, and then I get to the second petrol station, the garage that I have to pass. So I look, it's on my right. I'm walking on the sidewalk, it's on my right. So I see a lot of cars. It's a rush hour. People are trying to get back home. People either going to work or coming from work. So it's dark though at the time. So I see the petrol station to my right, and then on the left is like other apartment complexes, So on my right, I pass the petrol station, is very busy. I see people, and then I'm walking and I see people, like two guys passing me, and then they pass. Kana, guys, with every male, unfortunately, who passed me, I'd feel like scared. Like my heart would literally stop for 5 seconds. Oh, please don't say anything. Please don't make a comment. Please don't say hi. Please, like, just leave me alone. I left and I see a security guard, a security guard, a security guard guy. So I look at him. He looks straight at me. When people look straight at me, and he's a little bit older, so my first thing I do is just I greet. I'm like, oh, Dumelang. He's like, hello nana. Okay, cool. Immediately after I pass there, it's like a whole nother house on the other side, and so now he can't see me. We're not making eye contact with the guard anymore. Like, I passed him, and then that's when now I'm in contact with the homeless man. And can I tell you, the moment I walk, I'm looking down because I don't want to communicate with anyone. Like, leave me alone, right? No one would leave me alone. So I'm walking, and then this guy, I can see feet right in front of me. So I stop. I go to the left, guys. As soon as I look up, I see a knife. Oh, it's guys, I see a knife. Yo, guys, like my heart is beating so fast as if I'm in the moment again. Like it was, guys, that was my first time the first time anyone had ever pulled a knife on me, or at me. I was just like, I froze. Like I was just like, but I'm like, man, this guy's homeless, so I'm trying to be cheeky. I'm like, because I had makeup on. Luckily, when I have makeup on, I kind of look my age, not older. I kind of look my age, because without the makeup on, I look younger. So now I look my age, nyana, which is not even a lot, because what if I'm 23 this year? Like that would have been like 21 years old. Wobble. So I'm like, yo, this man, he's so intimidating me, guys. He's tall. He's dirty. He doesn't smell, but he's dirty. But at the same time, it's not like dirty, like, oh, you live in the streets dirty. It's like you probably had a rough day. Like, so I was very confused, but he's definitely a homeless man. I'm like, he's like, yes, yes. Yo! He's like, yes, yes, guys. Yo, guys, that guy's voice, I'll never forget it. That was traumatizing. Funny. He's like, yes, yes. Charatake guy. Oh my god, this man. Oh, I'm like, Charataho. Like my voice started rumbling like Charataho. I'm like, Charataho. I cannot Charataho. He's like, you win. This is Charateo. Okay. Take out my purse in the bag. Luckily, I had my phone right here. So he didn't even know I had a phone. So when I opened my bag, I didn't care what money he was gonna take. I just wanted him to take it and leave me alone. So I'm like, why is no one seeing this? So I open the bag. I like take out the money, and I had money. I had like 400, and then I had 250s. So he doesn't know what's in my bag. It's dark at that area. Like there's no street lights working. Nothing, you guys. Unfortunately, the robot was red, so no cars were even passing me. It was just like, it felt like it was just me and him. Like, how could this be happening? How is just in this moment just me and this guy? Why is no one walking? Oh, guys, I was so scared. So I take out the money, but I only take out 50. I'm like, and he's like, and he puts it in his pocket, and he's holding the knife, and I'm like, he's like, how much should I do? Phone? I'm like, I cannot phone. I cannot sip. Luckily, he didn't grab my bag to check himself, right? Meantime, now I'm thinking, no, this can't be, like, this is not happening to me. Nah. So I'm looking at the garage, and I see people, and I almost screamed, but I looked, and he's like, don't even think about it. Okay, let me not say the English. Let me speak exactly how this nigga said it. He said, scared. Oh, I'm dying today. Kaswa, today I am dying. Like, it's over. Can I call my mom, say goodbye? Like, guys, it wasn't funny. It was really scary. And then remember, I passed the apartment complexes, and then now it's a whole house on the, like, it was like neighbors to the apartment complexes, and it was a house, but it was an abandoned house, you guys. It was abandoned. It was just there. The bushes were this long. It was just not cute. So I see him now coming closer to me, so I step back, and I'm like, should I scream? Like, this nigga said no. This guy really said I can't scream, and I'm like, this can't be happening to me. I'm like, the robots almost there, like they're almost green. I'm like, girl, you can do this. You can stall this nigga. You can stall this guy until the robots pop, and then some interaction, movement, I don't know. So he's like, guys, this is the worst part now. I'm like, this guy's gonna take the money and leave? No. He comes closer, he's like, so not a 50 rand fell. He's like, yeah, so you have only 50 bucks. I'm like, yeah, I only have 50 rand. Like, can you leave me now? He's like, shut up. I'm like, okay. I was crying, like one tear, like I wasn't, but that tear rolled down. That's for sure. That tear. And now I see him thinking snacks things, because I see from anger and I want your money to like him, like just undressing me with his eyes and just now uncomfortably looking at me. And then he looks into the bushes, which is next to the apartment complex. Now we're straight at the abandoned house outside. He looks into the bushes. He's like, "Dane." I'm like, he's like, "Go in the bushes." And then I see him fiddling with his belt. I'm like, "What, Dane?" That's when I'm like, "You can stab me. No, come, stab me. No, it's fine. Stab me, hey? No, stab me. Stab me. Stab me, boo." Like, I'm not gonna go in there. Immediately when I said no, I didn't even wait for him so that we can be on some, no, like argue. No, I was like, no. Immediately I looked right behind him. The robot was green, color going. I literally turned. I thought it was stab me in the back, so I turned, walked as fast as I can backwards. And when I did that, obviously I'm trying to get to the security guard that was in front of the apartment complex. I'm there. Before I even turn ne, to the broom gate that goes inside the complex, this nigga is crossing the street. The homeless man is crossing the street and he screams, "Ah, sister! Ah, nigga dlala man! Ah, nigga tamig!" I'm like, he's like, "Ah, sister! Ah, nigga dlala! Ah!" I'm like, udlala snacks. First of all, it's 50 rand taka, so no sadlali. Guys, he changed. Like, there was 3 different personalities. The angry one with the knife, the uncomfortable man staring me down, wanting me to go in the bushes, to this happy man. Ah, nigga dlala sister. Ah, sharp, ne? Sharp, what's my sharp? You guys, gone. By the time I get to the security guard, he's gone. Mind you, it's dark again. He's gone. Like, gone. I'm like, I'm trying to tell the security guard what just happened. He's like, "No, are you sure? This does not happen here. Are you sure? Where is he? Like, where's that guy? He's not even faced. He's just like, no, it doesn't happen. Things like that don't happen here." So I'm like, why isn't this guy believing me? So I'm there trying to explain to him, this just happened. This guy took my money. And then my phone rings. I take out my phone. I'm like, oh, my sister. She's like, "Hey, where you at?" I'm like, "I'm here in front of the garage." She's like, "Are you coming?" I'm like, "No, you need to come fetch me." She's like, "Oh, didn't you say I shouldn't?" I'm like, "Hey, just come fetch me, come fetch me." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, I was just checking how far you are because you did say you were gonna walk, so now it's like been too long." I'm like, "Come fetch me." She comes with her car and I'm telling the security guard, I'm like, "Dude, like, you know, why are you not believing me? Like, this just happened 5 steps away from you." He's like, "I didn't hear anything, I didn't see anything." I'm like, "Please, like, believe me." And then my sister comes, I get in the car, I tell her, "Girl, this just happened." She's like, "No, girl, this doesn't happen to me." she's like she's like, "No, girl, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen here." I'm like, why is no one believing me? I'm like, why is no one believing me? Why is everyone saying this doesn't happen here? It's like, no, literally, I don't want to lie to you. The homeless men here, you literally be like, "For like they leave." Like sorry for cursing. You literally just be like, "Leave," and then they'll leave. Like they're not savage like in, Johannesburg CBD or Pretoria. Here we call the shots, not the homeless people. So I'm like, so you meaning to tell me I could have just been like, yeah, and he would have left me? She's like, yeah. You guys, I felt like betrayed. And sure enough, okay, let me finish the story. I'm like, that's sis, that's all you had to do to like get him to leave you alone. You could have just frowned, literally did this and be like, "Square up. Like, you trying to do something, boo? Like, what you doing? Like, what you think you're doing? Like, move." I was like, "But he had a knife." I'm like, she's like, "They all carry knives, but trust me, the homeless men here, they don't call the shots. We do. The community does." I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, next time I'll know. Sure enough, you guys, the next year, the next time I went to her place, I wanted to go to the tuck shop, and there was this sketchy man walking right in front of me towards me, and he was acting like he was about to do something, guys, and he's like, "Hello, Nana." I looked at him, I was like, "Kubosut," and then he's like, "Yo, okay." That's all I could have done. Frowned, been serious on some, Okay, and look at my eyebrows. I could have just frowned and just like, don't touch me, don't come near me, watang, move, and then they would have left. And that's what happened, that the other second guy, the second homeless man, left me alone. Moral of the story, get yourself pepper spray. I got myself pepper spray. You know, I've had way too many instances where I felt uncomfortable and I felt like, okay, I'm uncomfortable and I don't have any weapons, I don't have anything. It's not like I want to hurt anybody, but I have to protect myself. And my mom was like, yeah, for real, she bought me pepper spray. So contact your loved ones, you guys, check on them. Girls, protect yourselves. And it's very unfortunate that, you know, girls can't just wear skirts and wear whatever they want to wear. I'm not saying give us permission to be naked. Yes, we need to respect our bodies, fine, but it's just unfortunate that we can't wear whatever we need to wear and want to wear without essentially feeling violated just by a man looking at us. And I'm not saying all men, but certain men. So ladies, you never know. Take care of yourselves. Buy yourself some paper spray. Buy yourself a taser. I'm getting a taser real soon, that's for sure. So yeah, you guys, take care of yourselves. Guys, take care of your ladies. And yeah, that is the story. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below other videos you'd like to see from me, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, share this video if you care, and until next time with some fire content 2020, keeping the same energy. Bye loves.